The Minnesota Media Archive is brought to you by North Metro TV. Your support helps make the archive possible. Please consider a one-time donation. The past comes alive at North Metro TV, where we can help you transfer your old videotapes, films, cassette tapes, record albums, and even photographs and slides to DVD and digital so you can enjoy them again. North Metro TV, bringing the past to life.
Centennial Cougars had a great playoff run in last year's section tournament. They met up with White Bear Lake in a section final, and it was White Bear Lake coming away with a close 3-2 victory, preventing Centennial from getting their first state tournament berth. Centennial out for revenge. The number 1 Cougars versus the number 5 Bears coming up next on North Metro 15. How you doing, everyone? Welcome to the main event, the game that everyone has been waiting for, especially on the Centennial side. They marked it on their calendar since that section final game. It's the White Bear Lake Bears taking their 0-1 record to Centennial at the Centennial Sports Arena. Centennial 2-0. How you doing, everyone? Hinton Kipp alongside Matt Gilbertson here for the North Metro 15 game of the week.
That's right, and it's a packed Centennial Arena.
Packed plus a little bit more.
That's right.
I think we're going to run a little bit low on oxygen here. I hope they're pumping something in here.
Oh, they better be.
We're going to take a look at the starters for White Bear Lake. The center, Dan Bond. The right wing, Justin Huith. The left wing, Matt Greer. Defenders, John Kavix and Justin Braun, and in net, Zach Fost. Dan Bond, one of the players to watch for White Bear Lake, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Those numbers kind of pale in comparison to that of Centennial, but White Bear Lake's only played 1 game. Centennial in 2 games, scoring 23 goals and giving up none. Taking a look at the starters for Centennial.
All right, starting on your defense, number 8, Greg Flynn, along with Craig Henry, a change from earlier lineups. And your wings tonight, Ben Olilla and Tim Ornell. And in goal tonight, Greg Stutz, of course. And center, Captain Tom Growski. Really excited to see these guys work again. They totally, I guess, manhandled and took it to Blaine earlier that week.
We were at that game, and it was merciless, 17-0.
Yeah, that's a polite way to put it.
They also took it to Roseville on Thursday night, defeating them 6-0. And Roseville, I believe, was in the top 10 rankings as well, or at least a very good team.
Indeed.
Usually section contenders, along with North St. Paul and White Bear Lake. What we're going to do is take a quick break. We're going to be right back with the drop of the puck here from Centennial Sports Arena. You're watching high school hockey on North Metro 15. Stick around. Welcome back to Centennial Sports Arena, where the tickets for this sold-out event sold out faster than most people can drive to work. I heard about 15 minutes. That's what Gilby told me. I don't know the exact number, but I think, was it 600?
About 800, they were saying.
800 tickets. I think the fire marshal's making a special visit to the building tonight.
Yeah.
Well, taking a look at the numbers. White Bear Lakes played one game. That was against Hill Murray on December 2nd. They lost 5-3. Centennial has played 2 games. They defeated Blaine on Tuesday, 17-0, and Roseville, 6-0. Let's take a look at the rankings in the AA boys. Centennial has the number 1 ranking right now. Holy Angels at 2, Eden Prairie 3, Blake number 4, White Bear Lake at 5, Hill Murray 6, Breck at 7, YZ at 8. And then Eden Prairie and Elk River running out the top 10. And Centennial purposely wanted to make their non-conference schedule harder. They got teams 4 through 10 in their non-conference schedule, and they're scrimmaging the number 2 and number 3 teams. So trying to earn a little respect with their non-conference schedule before the conference season begins. And we're ready for the drop of the puck.
Yeah, this would be definitely one of those exciting and more challenging games. Of course, we all remember last year, section playoffs, White Bear Lake beat out Centennial.
That was a close 3-2 contest. I know Centennial still remembers that. They have not forgotten. They've been looking forward to this game for quite some time. Taking this one in is Matt Greer. He'll be met at the blue line. The puck will be dumped back in. 17-minute periods this year, up from 15 of last. Extra 6 minutes of hockey fun for the fans to enjoy.
That's both 6 minutes of fun for the boys and the girls.
That's right, they changed it for both boys and girls. Centering pass, trying to slap that one home. Pat Connolly couldn't get the wood on it. Some good defense in front of the net. And Centennial will clear the zone. That'll be ice, and we'll have a face-off in the Centennial zone. 16:06 to go in the first period, not a minute in. This one is bound to be, it's tough to say if it's going to be a close game. Roseville, an extremely good team. Centennial kind of handed to them. But we'll see. White Bear Lake over the years has had the upper hand against Centennial. Centennial looking to turn the tides.
Yeah, when I talked to some of the players earlier in school the other week, and they were saying it actually came to a big surprise to the team that they were going to be, that Let's Play Hockey ranked them at number 1 in the state.
It was a surprise to many at Centennial and outside of the school, as they have not yet been to a state tournament. But I know it is their personal mission to appease that. To take it this year, they'll have to get through White Bear Lake and Hill Murray, both in the top 10. Huge, vicious check.
Glass rattling in the works tonight.
Josh Earhart laying the wood. It'll be a physical game tonight. There's no blood loss between these 2 teams. And we'll have a whistle at the line. We'll have a face-off just outside the zone.
Looked like the Bears just jumped off the gun a little bit. Centennial popped it out, and White Bear was still in when they brought it back. So
face-off with Dan Bonning. You'll see Tom Gorelski in that face-off circle a lot. He's a very physical player, wins high majority of his face-offs. And when it's in the Bears zone, you'll see a lot of shots off the face-off, as Tom Gorelski is just an incredible player at getting shots directly off of face-offs. And here we go, taking in the zone, Matt Greer. checked off the puck. Zach Hansen will pass it into the zone. And it is dumped in by John Kovacs. So while Centennial kept a high majority of their players from last year to this, White Bear Lake did recycle a couple players. They lost some talented seniors. They're trying to reload this year. They still have some experience and a lot of talent on their team. Pass up to Gorowski, takes this in. Receiving a hit in the corner. And now taking this one up the near side is Pat Connolly. Centering pass. Cannot find David Grun. Justin Braun will pass it in. Here's Tim Ornell from the left wing. His shot. And a nice save by Zach Fost.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about the rebuilding season, and not the case for Centennial, in my opinion. Centennial having a lot of key players returning.
And that is the main reason they are ranked number 1 in the state, because of the talented team they had last year at 22-5-1 record. And they returned those players. And that's why they received the number 1 ranking. And so far in the first 2 games, they've made good on that ranking. Still plenty of hockey left to play in the year, but you know, interview with Star Tribune, they said they liked having that target on their chest. They were willing to play with every team gunning for them. Josh Berggren and Zach Hansen meeting. And Dominic Palma will take this one in. Dominic Palma, the enforcer on the team.
That's right.
6'3", 205. He's a guy you don't want to meet in the back alley, much less on an ice rink. And we'll have a whistle, and I believe we'll have our first penalty of the night.
Also stepping up to the title of the enforcer, possibly Enforcer 2 or Enforcer Squared, in my opinion, is Mike Montgomery. He's another big boy, 6'2", 205. Took a hat trick in the first game against Blaine. And didn't get anything against the Raiders, but still is playing in an exceptional season this year thus far.
So what does that square do? Does that magnify it, or does that just make him two-dimensional?
Oh, two-dimensional.
Wow, that's
strange saying he's a three-dimensional figure.
That one will be clearing the zone. 1:40 left to go on the power play for Centennial. Centennial against Blaine, I believe they're at least 3 for 3 on the power play. Of course, they scored it within every 2 minutes of the game anyway, so it didn't really matter. Chances are every power play they had, they would probably have scored on it. R.J. Anderson keeping this one in. Here's Gorowski. Ben Olilla. Gorowski fighting for it. He's a very physical player. He's got a lot of speed.
A lot of control with the stick as well.
Behind the net looking for a pass. R.J. Anderson from the point. Shot. And it's blocked. White Bear Lake sends it out of the zone. Good job by the Bears defense.
Yeah, R.J. Anderson, one of the top shooters so far this season for Centennial. With 14 shots in the first 2 games.
And they have 2 defenders that are extremely good offensive players in Flynn and Anderson. Greg Flynn, the older brother, he's a senior. And there's the younger brother, Ryan Flynn. He's a sophomore. Greg Flynn with 6 points in the year and Ryan Flynn with 4. Both contribute a lot to the Centennial offense. And here we go. Dominic Palma with a shot. Looking for the rebound, but he can't get it on net. And now we'll have a whistle in the White Bear Lake zone. And the goaltender did something wrong. The net came off. Looks like the goalie might have hit the net off. So I don't know if we have a warning for that or... Greg Stutz in net this year hasn't seen all too much action. 2 games, 2 shutouts. Centennial defense strong enough to makes Stutz a fairly bored goalkeeper for the majority of the game.
Yeah, very few shots.
It was 10 shots that he saw against Blaine. And Faust receiving a penalty. And he got a delay of game. So I believe that should set up a 5-on-3 as White Bear Lake will send someone to the bench. They'll send Alex Nicholas in to serve Zach Faust's penalty. So we'll have 17 seconds of a 5-on-3 and then a minute 40 power play.
Yeah, not to stay in the shadows though is Weston Johnson, a junior, the other goalkeeper.
He did see a period of play against Blaine. He didn't see a shot though. And a nice souvenir to the crowd as the penalty to Zach Hansen expires. We'll have a minute 42 of power play for Centennial. Large crowd on hand. You had to be on the A-list to get in tonight. I'm wondering how we got in.
Yeah. Must have been the Squatch's charming personality.
No comment. There's a rebound shot and a goal.
Great goal by Centennial. They found that rebound right off Frost's leg.
So the Cougars on the power play light the lamp, and we have a 1-0 Cougar lead. 5 minutes and 57 seconds into the first period.
Yeah, in the games that I've seen by Centennial, they're doing a great job of keeping that extra man right up in the middle. Served its purpose tonight.
Cougars just apply so much pressure in the defensive zone for the opposing team. And this one's already in the zone again. Taking that one is Mike Montgomery. Nice stick work. He opens himself up. Centering pass in front of the net, hanging around. And Vermillion couldn't get a handle on it. With Tim Ornell scoring his third goal of the year. And Ben Olilla on the assist. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Shot block, save, rebound, and the net is off. We've already seen 7 shots on net for the Cougars.
A mere 1 for White Bear. We mentioned Vermillion earlier. Another top defensive, he's another top shooter for Centennial. Only to be matched by Gorowski himself.
There's just so many great offensive players on this team. It's just a shootout every game. There's so many players with 4, 5, 6, 8 points on this team in 2 games already. This looks like season-ending stats for a lot of teams.
Yeah. Well, a 17-0 win kind of helps out a lot in the old stat
That'll
book.
help. That'll put you about 8 games into the season in the stat sheet. Let's take a look at that goal.
Yeah, again, it's all about the dig right in front of the net. Just jam-pack as many guys up right in front of the crease as you can, and you're bound to sneak one in.
Just pick up an axe and start hacking.
That's right. Call this team the Lumberjacks.
So that was Tim Ornell, his third goal. He's got 4 points on the year. Ben Olilla, his assist, gives him 6 and 9 points. He's now the team leader in points in front of Gorowski, who has 8. There's a shot. Nice spin around shot. Number 40, Peter Makozak. Now White Bear Lake putting on some offensive pressure. That was just their second shot on goal. Another icing penalty. We get line changing for both teams. Well, taking a look at those inflated numbers on Centennial, you have Gorowski with 8 points, Alilo now with 9 points, Flynn 6, Montgomery 6, Pendergrass 6, Vermillion 6, Palma 5, Anderson 4, Flynn 4, Ornell 4, Bergen 3, Palma 2, Tony Palma that is.
All in 2 games.
All in 2 games. A little over 2 now that we're counting White Lake here.
True. Great aggression by Hochbrunn behind the net. Good solid defense.
Mike Montgomery, and just offsides, is trying to stay onside was Ryan Flynn. He just crossed the line just a little bit too early. But speaking of a lot of players with a lot of numbers, it just shows the depth of Centennial. 3 very good lines the Cougars have, putting up some good numbers so far. Just incredible depth, and that's a scary thing for opposing teams, to have to go up against a team that has 3 extraordinarily good lines. That shot deflected as Tony Palma took it out. Here's Tim Ornell. His shot right in front of the net is a great centering pass. But Ornell's shot saved by Fost, who's already seen 8 shots. Zach Fost is a younger brother of Josh Fost. He's a senior forward, Fost is. He was part of the boys soccer team that went to state. And Stutz will cover that one up. We'll get a face-off in the Cougar zone. So what's been the word around school about this game?
Very anticipated. A lot of, as shown by the crowd, I'd say the average age of the crowd is under 20, so it shows.
There's a shot right in front of the net. It's blocked. Rebound shot. And the puck now behind the net. Stutz dropped his stick in the commotion, but a couple of nice saves. And again, the defense doing a good job clearing the puck.
Younger Tony Palma looking to gain his brother's title with a little bit of enforcing by himself behind the net.
Dominic Palma's got a little bit of a mini-me in Tony. But at 6'2", he's not so tiny.
No.
And I'm sure he'll get even bigger. Shot on net right off the face-off.
Stutz is a very conservative goalie, in my opinion. I think if he gets the chance, he just covers it up if he sees anybody, any threats whatsoever. So that's a good example of experience and also just kind of the knowledge of the game more so.
Well, he did get to share a lot of time in net last year as the Centennial, one of the few teams that rotated goalies. But they had 2 extremely good goaltenders that they used throughout the year. Why not?
Yeah.
And he and Dustin Thompson had phenomenal seasons last year. I believe both of them had goal against averages below 2, if I'm not mistaken. We saw some phenomenal performances in that Centennial Holiday Hockey Tournament, which Centennial won for the first time in its history, which actually it's taken at least a 1-year hiatus, as Centennial will be in the Capital City Classic at the Excel Center after 8 years of the tournament. Tim Ornell passing over to Gorowski, a little too long. That goes in the corner.
Gorowski tasting a little bit of glass.
There's some speed getting the puck back. A couple of players to watch for Centennial in the speed department, Travis Vermillion and Tom Gorowski. They can get up the ice in a hurry.
Yeah, Vermillion not a big guy, but don't underestimate his size. He'll pack the head.
He will hit, and another thing, he's hard to hit. He has such agility, and he's a small guy. He can move. That shot very wide right
Very wide.
by David Grun. That puck will be sent up. We'll have another icing. White Bear Lake stepping up their forechecking a little bit. Centennial having a harder time getting some good offensive opportunities. White Bear Lake starting to creep back up in the shots on goal department, now 8-5. Much closer margin. Another face-off in the Cougar zone. And Josh Faust is there.
Nice backhanded shot for White Bear.
That puck saw some sky. And another face-off in the Cougar zone, so we're seeing a little bit of pattern forming here. 5 3/4 left to go in the first period of play. Greg Stutz seeing 5 shots tonight, stopping 5. It's good to keep the shots and saves pretty close as possible. If you can keep it at the exact number, all the better. That puck dumped in. Took a little bit of a weird bounce off the glass. Started going towards the net. Puck dumped back in. Josh Earhart getting that puck first. Puck spending a lot of time in the corner. Finally freeing that one up for White Bears, Justin Braun. And Peter Kozak will dump it in.
White Bear will go for a full line change.
Puck dumped in by Greg Flynn. Puck behind the net. And that's where Vermillion is dangerous. He's so quick behind the net. He'll make the goalie look one way and he'll end up on the other side of the net. That's how he scored one of his goals against Blaine. He actually flipped the puck from one side, got to the other side, and scored it. So now icing against White Bear will bring the face-off down in the White Bear Lake zone. Coaches for White Bear Lake, head coach Tim Sager, assistant coaches Derek Cooper and Mike Daniel. They built a great program in White Bear Lake hockey. Going to the state tournament last year, having a very strong appearance. Tom Gorowski getting checked on the board behind the net by Zach Hansen. Hansen playing very physical on Gorowski, trying to put a body on him. Gorowski brings it back in the corner. Ornell will fight with Hansen. White Bear Lake content to play behind their net. There's Ben O'Lilla stealing the outlet pass. And White Bear Lake will clear the zone. Racing for that, using some speed, is Dan Bonney, but he won't get there in time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing technical difficulties with our large scoreboard. Please use the scoreboard down at the logging end in the arena. Thank you.
Announcement to use the far scoreboard. Puck tied up right where the ref is. White Bear Lake still playing the puck behind their own zone, now bringing it out. And here comes Jeff Pauling. He takes it in, nice pass.
Oh!
That shot a little high. Stutz got the glove up, but I don't think it hit him. White Bear Lake playing aggressive in the corner. The puck comes out. There's a shot deflected. Justin Braun trying to put one on net. And the puck will clear the zone. There we go, shot. Again, Justin Braun, and that one going high again.
I think Stutz just got a little piece of it on his glove, just tipped it up just high enough.
And there might be a penalty upcoming. Nope, that was something else. Ooh. Hard collision into the boards on the far side, and now we'll have a whistle. Centennial trying to clear. White Bear Lake doing a good job keeping the puck in. And finally the puck leaving the zone and challenging there, Ryan Flynn. And here's Tom Gorowski, shot wide left.
What a great setup.
One minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute.
Puck along the near boards. And Tom Gorowski will take on one of the zone, but he's got a teammate already there. That'll be offsides. Ben O'Lilla is already in. Under a minute to play. Face off outside the White Bear Lake zone. Here's Tom Gorowski. That one exits the zone. Tim Ornell will dump it in. Nice roller. Tom Gorowski trying for the centering pass, but deflected away by Josh Earhart. Ben O'Lilla chases into the corner. Here comes Dan Bonney.
A 3-on-2 for White
Zach
Bear.
Hansen leaves it for Bonney. Shot saves Stutz.
Great drop pass right into his player's stick.
And with that shot, White Bear Lake has evened up the shots on goal, so we saw a pretty even period. As the clock winds down, Centennial scoring 5:57 into the period. It was Tim Ornell assisted by Ben O'Lilla, and we have a 1-0 game. We got a hockey game here, folks. We're going to go into the first intermission. Centennial on top, 1-0. We'll be right back. It was the Tim Ornell goal just slipping under the glove of Zach Foss that gives us the 1-0 game. How you doing, everyone? We're amidst the crowd here. Myself, Kenton Kipp, alongside Matt Gilbertson, standing right behind me.
Ready for the second period to begin. Little technical difficulties with the main scoreboard, but we're doing good on our own stats. Taking a look, score 1-0 Cougars, shots on goal evened out at 8. Centennial 1 for 2 in the power play, 4 minutes in penalties for the Bears. Serving the penalties was Zach Hansen. And the goalkeeper, Zach Foss, scoring, of course, for Centennial. Tim Ornell, assisted by Ben O'Lilla at 5:57. It was a power play goal. And the penalties, Zach Hansen and Zach Foss for holding and delay of game. And for the Cougars, they also had
2. Very even, well-played game so far. I mean, both these teams coming out. Centennial looked like they were coming out with a strong arm at the beginning, but then White Bear came right back. I believe at one time the Bears were down by like 7 shots or something like that.
It was 7-1.
Yeah.
And the Bears came back, and it was 8-2, and then they got the last 6 shots on goal. They put a lot of pressure in the Centennial zone. Greg Stutz, though, able to stop all the shots. But it's been a pretty even hockey game. We can expect the same out of the next period. And one of the things on Centennial's advantage is their depth. And as we go through the 17-minute periods, we're going to see 51 minutes of hockey, and that could play into the advantage of the Cougars. It's going to come down to conditioning.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way it is?
Yeah, from my understanding, Oss is a big fan of the old conditioning.
Most coaches are. You don't see a lot of coaches that say, yeah, I like my players to eat Doritos and watch Punk'd on MTV.
Yeah.
Just sit around and be lazy. Not so much.
I'll tell you, there's a player who's not lazy, Ben O'Lilla.
And Ben O'Lilla and Tom Gorowski make a great combination.
They do.
And, I believe it's been said before that if they were combined, melded into one human, you'd have a gorilla.
So would that gorilla be 12 foot 3 inches tall, weighing 405 pounds?
For you and me, let's hope not. And if it is,
Let's hope not.
I'm not going to do anything to upset it. No, gorilla's cool by me. If modern science ever brings Ben O'Lilla and Tom Gorowski together, I'd want to befriend that beast. Rifle Lake coming into the zone. Vermillion coming away with the puck. There's a shot. R.J. Anderson, and it's put in. So Centennial scores early in the second period.
R.J. Anderson will put up his hat trick for the season with 3 goals.
They don't have hat tricks for the season, Gilby.
Oh,
He just made that up.
yeah, you're right.
Here's another look at this. Shot and a rebound. Coming in, R.J. Anderson. Got to follow your shot. That's what you do in basketball. It's what you do in hockey. And R.J. Anderson just did it there to give the Cougars a 2-0 lead.
I think they do it in ping pong, too.
See, now you're just being ridiculous. That's tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
Scoring for Centennial at 1:17 of the second period is third goal of the season, number 12, Ryan Assisted by number 9.
There's a shot, a rebound for Millen. Knocked away. And you were right about the third goal part, but we were wrong about who scored. It was Ryan Flynn, assisted by Anderson and Vermillion.
Oh, okay.
Now it's Travis Vermillion, right?
Vermillion, yes.
Because I've heard Vermeulen and Vermolensky and Johnson, but I think it's Vermillion.
Yes.
All right, I want to stick with that. Uh-oh. Curling around the net, getting a shot deflected, and it just goes over the far crossbar. That shot, Dominic Palma couldn't come up with a rebound shot, and he's pinned into the boards. And we're going to have a penalty against the Cougars. That's going to be on number 27, Josh Berggren. I think it might be hooking.
A sophomore making his name on the varsity team.
Got a couple of sophomores getting some playing time. Ryan Flynn, who just scored the previous goal, is a sophomore. Also Tony Palma, younger brother of Dominic.
To Centennial's number 27, Josh Berggren. 2 minutes for hooking.
So Berggren's penalty was hooking.
2:37.
And White Bear Lake now on the power play.
That's Berggren of the Cougars for hooking at 2:37.
Penalty coming in 2:37 into the second period.
Kyle Lukow, younger brother of Drew Lukow, also a sophomore getting playing time. I saw Drew in a wheelchair the other day, so he's not, I'm not sure what his injury was, but he's out for a while.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully you'll have a quick and speedy recovery. Puck hanging out in the corner, White Bear Lake on the power play. Centennial content to let White Bear Lake stay on the outside, but good penetration there. Matt Greer getting a shot off.
Looked like Stutzy's helmet was just in the right place at that shot.
Dan Bonds shot wide right. Bonnie, I should say. Justin Braun. Now White Bear Lake's trying to catch up back in shots on goal. They have the first two here in the second period. Here's Braun from the point.
Good cross ice
nice
pass.
Nice pass over to Dan Bonnie. Centering pass. And that shot by Bonnie deflected away John Kovacs. A nice centering pass. Behind the net is Justin Futh. Futh trying to leave it for someone. And it's just hanging around. Finally, Centennial able to knock it away from danger. 10 seconds left on the power play for the Bears. They'll have one last crack at it before the penalty is killed. Centennial's full strength, and they got an extra man on the ice at the right time. There's a shot by Ryan Flynn right into the breadbasket of Faust, and he makes the save, covers it up. So a good job on the penalty kill for the Cougars. And now the face-off will be in the White Bear Lake zone. Cougars getting the first 7 shots of this period, all very quickly. Vermillion. His pass goes out to Flynn, and his shot is deflected. And White Bear Lake will clear the zone. That'll bring up an icing. 11:49 left to go in the second period. Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did he go?
You know what? It really doesn't matter because we don't want him. We don't want him here anyway.
I think he was a Bears fan. So much for unbiased television. I apologize.
Here's White Bear Lake. And good job by David Grunn working off a shot. Couldn't put it on net. And here comes Centennial the other way. R.J. Anderson entering the zone. And he leaves it Mike Montgomery. Fans on the shot. Puck still free. And White Bear Lake knocking that one away was Pat Connolly. They have a glove on the ice. Centennial gets a line change in. As does White Bear Lake. Centennial trying to catch them off. Gorowski hit hard into the boards. Here's a shot. That one's deflected. Nice shot, Ben Pendergrass. Haven't seen too much of him. Puck dumped in. Here's Dominic Palma chasing it down. Check into the corner in your living room. Dominic Palma shot. And a glove save, Faust. Action picking up a little bit here in the second period. Growski will take the face-off against Bonnie. And Faust will clear it away from danger. Here's Matt Greer. Finding Bonnie. Good connection. Bonnie makes a nice move. His shot wide right. Puck behind the net. Puck free. In front of the net. Kick save, Stutz. Oh. Amazing save.
Great defensive move by Greg Flynn, too. Saw it out in front of the net and just put it off to the side.
That was probably White Bear Lake's best opportunity they've had tonight. But Stutz shuts the door. That one, a souvenir for someone in the crowd. Hopefully the puck rather than a black eye as a souvenir. And Eric Wall will chuck that one back.
Oh.
Like Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
You gotta save that one for Chuck a Puck. Ooh.
Oh.
Going for the big hit was Josh Earhart.
Doesn't
And
phase
here's some danger
Monty.
for the net. Montgomery chopping away, but wouldn't go in. White Bear Lake comes back the other way. Here's Connolly. Checked off the puck. He finds Josh Earhart making a nice move. Trying to turn the corner, and he can't because Vermillion's there with the defensive play. That shot deflected. There's Ryan Flynn. He'll dump it in just across the red line. And we'll get a whistle. 8:55 remain in the second period. Cougars still up 2-0, goals by Tim Ornell and Ryan Flynn.
Up by 7 shots, the Cougars are.
20-13. And nice centering pass, but it's deflected away. Too many Bear defenders there. Ben Pendergrass keeping the puck alive. Centering pass kept in, but Craig Henry's D-to-D pass couldn't find his fellow defender. And Tony Palma, 2 sophomores on the line for the Cougars. And there's a wide open opportunity there. Josh Faust with the shot, and a little entanglement in the net. Here's another look at this one.
Yeah, it looks like Stutz might be down.
Let's see if we can see what happened. He got hit hard. I don't know if that he took a stick there, but he's slow to get up. on his knees right now, finally standing now. Looks like he's going to stay in. He's going to skate it off. Here's one more look at it. White Bear Lake hitting the zone hard, crashing the net. Yeah, just took one. So we also saw a vicious hit Tuesday night. Dominic Palma received a stick across his throat. And it looks like we'll have an offsides call against White Bear Lake.
A blow in which actually broke the stick of the culprit.
Looked like it stung a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
But Palma, of course, was fused earlier this year with adamantium skeleton, and he took it pretty fine. He healed up pretty quick. White Bear Lake dumping that one in. Puck tied up behind the net. Tommy free, Ben Olilla. Almost cleared, but kept in nicely by John Kovacs. That little slow shot on net knocked away by Greg Stutz. Looks like the main scoreboard's working a little bit better. Here's John Kovacs bringing it in. Knocked away by Ryan Flynn. Excuse me. Oh, centering pass, trouble in front. Greg Stutz doing a great job covering it up. That was Donnie Hawkburn playing defense down there.
It looked like White Bear just took just a little bit too much time looking for their open opportunity. Stutz had to put the kibosh on that.
I was wrong. Looks like the scoreboard's still having some technical difficulties. Under 7 to play here in the second period. Montgomery. Lost that one. Little extracurricular going on along the far boards near the benches. There's another collision for Millen. Told you not to mess with him. And Pat Connolly going at Vermillion's glove. And here's Mike Montgomery with an opportunity. Lost the handle on it in front of Fost. Cougars still with possession. Shot from the defender, and Fost will quickly cover it up before a rebound as an opportunity in front as the Cougars are crashing the net.
Seems where Montgomery likes to play is right in front of the net. He's had a couple opportunities just hacking at it in front of the net.
Well, he's got the size to bully his way in there, make his presence known. Ooh, vicious hit. That was Ben Pendergrass.
Leaving his skates for the hit.
Traditionally a penalty, but not always, apparently. That puck will leave the rink of play of a face-off outside of the White Bear Lake zone. Centennial trying to keep the pressure on White Bear Lake. Looking for a new puck. Didn't like the rubber ratio on that last puck, so they had to get a new one.
It's very important.
It's very important. I mean, you know, one or two centigrade off, and you know, you're dealing with a wobbly puck. Yeah, wobbly puck syndrome, or WPS, as it's known in the medical field.
I also learned it's very important to chill your pucks before they play.
Extremely important. I mean, the last thing you want is a warm puck melting the ice.
That's right.
Making it extremely dangerous to skate on. That shot from Ryan Flynn covered up and taken out by White Bear. Donnie Hawkbrun on the forecheck.
Justin Frost just taking the hit there.
Puck loose for a little bit. Kept in by Justin Braun. Centennial will try to clear here. And RJ Anderson taking a hit on the near boards. John Kovacs dumps it in. There's Vermillion, his pass intercepted by Tony Roth.
As Montgomery introduces himself to the referee.
Traditionally, you want to make those introductions before the game. And I'm sure both teams have exchanged addresses for Christmas cards already, but should they forget, I'm sure we'll see a little bit of address swapping at some point during the game. Some a nice e-card, perhaps. And that face-off results in the puck going all the way to the White Bear zone. Vermillion knocking that down. Trying to put it in the zone. Here's Mike Montgomery. That puck knocked away by Connolly. Bringing it in is Eric Cummings. Evan called his name tonight. Here's Palma receiving a nice stick right in front of the Centennial bench and taken down. Here's a shot Pendergrass. But Foss able to make the save right into the breadbasket. Eric Oss looking for a hooking penalty there. There's the White Bear Lake bench, and there's the Centennial bench. Coach Oss.
And our referee tonight.
There you saw the plea for the hooking penalty. Much more vocal Coach Oss tonight than Tuesday against Blaine. Taking on, I believe, his cousin.
That is correct.
That shot will hit the net. We'll have a face-off. And after a 17-0 blowout, I don't know how you can come to family Christmas.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Are they going to talk to each other? Or is it going to be
separate houses?
I guess. Hopefully they'll fix any rifts, if any, between the family tree.
They really had extreme personalities before the game when I talked to them. Oss being more lighthearted and Oss being very uptight.
Oss and Oss.
Oss
It's hard to know who you're talking about there, but
you know, I'll let our viewers use their imagination.
But one of those coaches has won a state title.
I believe it was Coach Oss.
Yes, but now Coach Oss feels it's his turn to win such title.
Exactly.
And Coach Oss will do anything he can to receive that title. And here we go. White Bear Lake taking this one in. Matt Greer taken away and dumped out of the zone. Another face-off. Well, we felt the noise at the beginning of the night, but it's gotten kind of quiet as of late. Two minutes to play here in the second period. Shot fired in. Foss covers it up. Shot number 25 on the night for the Cougars. 23 saves for Zach Faust. my math serves me correctly, and I believe it does. That's a 92% save percentage.
Impressive.
Well,
You do have a Centennial diploma, right?
I do. And it's real, too.
Oh, wow.
Although you could make such thing on your computer printer,
Yeah.
should you so desire. But, you know, would you be smart enough if you hadn't graduated from high school? That's the catch-22 there. Vermillion. Nice pass inside, and that's Ryan Flynn with the second goal of the night. And the Cougars up 3-0. Vermillion's second assist of the night. He assisted on Ryan Flynn's other goal this period.
Which puts him up to 7 assists for the season.
Pretty good passer. Let's take another look at this one. Nice pass. Right inside to Flynn. Makes a move on the goalkeeper. Puts it in the back of the net.
That's just what you want, too. It's just a perfect pass. Had the goalie thinking one way, and Flynn visited the other.
That's right. Good patience by Ryan Flynn. We've seen a couple extra bodies flying around now as the intensity picks up a little bit after the goal. That shot almost missed by Zach Foss trying to deflect it away. A little bit of danger there. Dominic Palma involved in the scuffle.
Doing some enforcing over on the boards.
That's what he does.
And that's what he does great.
And number 11, Craig Henry.
So Craig Henry also getting an assist along with Vermillion on Ryan Flynn's goal.
From Vermillion and Henry, time of the goal, 15:36.
Now 30 seconds to play in the period. Whitebear Lake. Shot on net. It's deflected in front. Stott will cover it up. No reason not to be conservative with 21 seconds remaining.
And a lead by 3.
3-goal lead. A lot of times you'll see hockey teams play differently with a 2 or 3 goal lead. Not Centennial though. They keep the pressure on. They stay aggressive for the entire game. That's one thing I've noticed over the last couple of seasons. Centennial's aggressiveness. A couple of times it's hurt them. Actually in a holiday hockey tournament a couple of years ago, they lost a 3-goal lead in the last minute and a half, and they actually lost that game. But for the most part, it helps.
Yeah, that was demonstrated against Blaine, where they actually scored more goals in the third period than they did in the first or the second.
And that'll bring us to the end of the second period of play. Ryan Flynn scoring 2 goals. Cougars 3, Whitebear Lake 0. We'll be right back with the third period of play. Stick around, you're watching high school hockey on North Metro 15. Welcome back to Centennial Arena, North Metro 15's presentation of high school hockey. The Whitebear Lake Bears scoreless. Centennial 3 goals, 2 of them coming by Ryan Flynn in the second period. Let's take a look at the numbers. 3-0 is the score. Cougars leading in shots 27-19. Power play. Whitebear Lake 0 for 1 in that period. Centennial still 1 for 2, 4 minutes and penalties for the Bears, and 2 for the Cougars. Scoring summary, of course, Tim Ornell in the first period, assisted by Ben O'Lilla on the power play. Then Ryan Flynn, assisted by O'Lilla and Anderson at 1:17 in the second. And Ryan Flynn from O'Lilla and Anderson. That was from Vermillion and Craig Henry. And the penalties in the second period was Josh Bergen with a hooking penalty. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule of these two teams. For Centennial, they played 2 games against Blaine and Roseville. They're playing White Bear Lake tonight. And then on the 11th, they'll play at Edina. The 13th, they'll play Wayzata. The 16th, they'll play Coon Rapids. The 20th, they'll play Rochester Mayo. The 23rd, they will play at Mounds View. Then they will participate in the Capital City Classic at the Excel Center the 27th, 29th, and 30th. January 6th, they'll play at Armstrong. And then the conference season begins. They'll play Buffalo, Cambridge, Monticello, Rogers, Irondale, St. Francis, Spring Park. They'll have a non-conference game February 3rd against Duluth East, State Powerhouse. And they'll have another non-conference game February 14th against Moorhead. Another game to put in your calendar, February 21st versus Tatina Grace, which is almost always for the conference championship.
Indeed, Totino a powerhouse in most sports in the North Metro, and normally it does come down to Totino and Centennial.
Taking a look at the banners up there, the conference champions in 96, 97, 97, 98, 99, 2000, and 2000, 2001. Totino Grace won the conference title last year. Of course, it came down to the final game against Centennial. White Bear Lake showing some speed here. Couldn't get the handle on that, though. Well, puck will be dumped and curl all the way around. Looks like the crowd's even thicker on the left side than it was before. We have a packed house. As was expected, so they pre-sold the tickets. And it took approximately 37 seconds to sell out.
37 seconds for 800 tickets.
That's almost like Star Wars Episode 1.
Yes. It sold faster.
And people after this game won't be complaining about how much they hated Jar Jar, though. That's the difference.
True, true.
This will have a positive impact for probably at least Centennial fans. Shot, save, and covered up. Puck was loose for a little bit. It was a nice shot by R.J. Anderson from the point. He gets a lot of those. Here's another look at it. Shot covered up. Back to action. R.J. Anderson taking this one in. Vermillion.
Oh,
and a shot and a goal.
5-hole.
I believe that was R.J. Anderson sneaking one through.
That's who I'll credit it to as of now.
We'll wait for the official word.
Looked like Anderson just found the 5-hole in between that goalie. He was right up at point where he's supposed to be, centered to point. Just found it.
So Centennial, much like the second period, scoring early in this period.
123 in the third period.
123 into the third period.
Third goal of the season, number 9,
Did he call him Rijard?
It sounded like that. I'm not sure what his formal name is.
I wonder if he didn't want that name given out. R.J. Anderson is the only thing I know him by, and I'm going to start calling him Rijar. Perhaps you read it as Rij. It does look that way if you look at it.
Yeah, the J is lowercase in the program.
And so is Anderson.
Yes.
Only the A is capitalized.
Oh, yeah.
Braun dumps that one in. And Centennial kicks it right back out.
Good pass interception by White Bear. Keeping an eye on that puck.
That one's going to the White Bear bench. Little souvenir. That one's sent over by Greg Flynn.
Coach deciding, I don't think I'll catch that one.
Yeah, no reason. It's not like there's a net behind him. .14-10 remain in the third period. Cougars taking White Bear to Funky Town.
Yeah.
Gorowski crosses the blue line, 1-on-4. Making some moves.
Not a problem for him.
Ooh, finds a teammate, but the pass a little high for Olillo. Olillo chase it down, trying to get a centering pass to Ornell. Here's RJ Anderson, Rijar shot, and deflected away.
Caught in the wash in front of the net.
Here's Gorowski, and he's tied up, little do-si-do there. As that was John Kovacs that almost promenaded Tom Gorowski home.
This could be trouble.
That's trouble right there. Olillo, nice pass. That was beautiful. That was magnificent. Otherwise known as beautificent.
Beautificent squared. Because there are two people, right? The two-person breakaway pays off for Centennial.
This is classic right here. That's unselfish play. That's a goal. That's a 5-0 Cougar lead. Things are getting ugly for White Bear Lake now with a 5-goal deficit. Facing Greg Stutz, who has yet to give up a goal this season.
Scoring for Centennial at 3:42 of the third period is the goal of the season, number 15,
There's a little
Mike
dipsy
Montgomery.
doodle.
And number 9, Rayshon Anderson.
Getting physical with
That's
the White Bear Lake defense.
numbers from Orlando and Anderson. Time of the goal, 3:42.
So at 3:42 in the third period, it was Tom Gorowski on the goal, his fourth of the year, giving him 9 points. Assisted by Rijar Anderson and Ben Olillo. Shot Ben Pendergrass. Pendergrass got tied up on the stick. Pendergrass, pass in front, Dominic Palma, his shot stopped by fouls, kicked back out, another shot. That one's deflected down by number 2, Eric Cummings. And White Bear Lake will send it up. And Stutz will call for icing. So as we said, Centennial likes to keep the pressure on.
Now not allowing White Bear any shots thus far in the first 5.
The period has started out the same way the previous two have, with Centennial getting a flurry of shots. They normally get about 7 shots within the first 5 minutes, and they've done that again. Nice centering pass in front, but traffic's there. Puck is cleared out of the zone and picked up by Chad Berger.
Nice solid hit by RJ Anderson.
Berger got iced there. Puck going high into the air. Ben Olillo will dump it deeper into the zone. Ornell getting checked into the boards. Here's Chad Berger. Having trouble clearing that one. Kept in by Olillo, avoiding the check. And Josh Faust will send that puck back, and
You saw the whole White Bear bench just kind of lean forward. It was like the wave, only not as synchronized.
and untraditional in that the players participated in it.
True.
If in fact it was a wave, that'd be funny if the bench had a rave.
Oh yeah.
Minus the ecstasy, of course. We don't need that.
Winners don't use drugs.
That's right. So what would you call them, losers?
I would.
Good call. Here we go. Montgomery, he's got Flynn.
Ooh.
Stops, turns, centering pass Vermillion, trailing on the play, but they couldn't connect, and White Bear Lake comes back the other way. Matt Greer, but he's checked out of the middle. And there's Greer trying to wrap it around. But he was stuffed. Nice ricochet off the boards, then it'll go on net. Nice play. Kovacs.
White Bear showing a little bit of speed there in front of the net. Not to say it's uncommon, just unseen so far.
Bergman sends that one in. Palma. A little more physicality along the boards. Jim Kovacs trying to clear. Kept in. And we'll have a whistle.
Be a carry, I believe.
So Pendergrass getting the whistle on that one, while the face-off outside the Bears zone. And White Bear Lake has less than 10 minutes to come back from a 5-goal deficit. And already a couple of Bears fans heading for the exit. R.J. Anderson, Rijar. Intercepted by Zach Hansen at middle ice. He sends it back into the zone. Here's Hansen. Poked away by Karowski. Cummings, his shot wide right. White Bear Lake trying to get some offense going, get some opportunities in front of the net. They've yet to get a shot this period on net. Here comes Olilla, dumps that one in.
Zach Hansen caught the ridge in the ice there.
You gotta watch out. There should be a sign, you know. Caution. Water slippery when frozen. True. Someone should put that up. It's dangerous out there. Centennial trying to clear it through the teeth of the Bears there, right in the middle. Usually not a good place to try to clear the puck. Alex Nicholas. And Connolly being tied up. Centennial able to clear. Here's Dominic Palma. Bringing this one in. Shot wide left. Rebound in front of the net. And Faust able to knock it away with a stick. Pendergrass. Rijar. Shot. Save Faust. Taking a look at this one. Palma sending this one on goals wide left, comes right back. Faust just knocking that one away. Well, that's a pretty good rebound off the boards, if you ask me. Justin Fuith, he gets tied up with Rijar Anderson. Nice pass to Kozak. So we'll have an offside.
Whistles now both mean stoppage of play and exit of fans for White Bear.
They're using this opportunity to start their car a little bit earlier. Perhaps the bus driver could use this opportunity to warm the bus up. Here we go, Dominic breakaway. Oh, his shot's wide. Going 1-on-2 there. And Palma's physical enough to actually pull that off. A shot on net from deep outside.
First
Justin
shot on
Pruitt.
net.
First shot on net of the period. Hasn't registered yet. And there's a shot and a save. Josh Faust a shot and Stutz glove save. Spectacular in net, stopping 21 of 21 shots. And we're going to have a penalty
On Centennial.
Josh Bergeron will hit the box. The only player penalized for the Cougars, and he's been penalized twice. Not a lot of penalties in this game.
No, haven't been a factor at all.
I think there's only been 4 power plays, 2 for each team. White Bear Lake is going to have their second one here, and a good opportunity for them to get in this game. With a little over 6 minutes left to play. Bergeron with a holding penalty.
That's Bergeron of the Cougars for holding at 10:41.
Whoa. Watch the step, it's a doozy. Old school Chiefs jersey, how about that?
I'd like to hear a segue from that song.
That goes back about 12 years, that jersey. Is that what they call a throwback jersey?
Who's wearing that?
A little nostalgic. I don't know, you think I know the students here? You're sadly mistaken. As much as I'd like to get to know each and every student at Centennial Blaine at Spring Lake Park, as that puck just got to know somebody.
Wow. She ducked just at the right time.
Cat-like reflexes.
Wow. That was close.
Hopefully nobody's seriously injured.
Our fine North Suburban Conference event staff taking care of the situation. Have no fear.
Eric Walls on top of that one. Doing a fantastic job tonight with security and event services. It's been a pretty tame evening. And here's Gorowski.
Oh. Good solid defense by White Bear.
And then that came off just a little bit.
Pat Conley.
Gorowski had a little bit of a breakaway there, but couldn't put it in the back of the net, and the net came off with a face-off. 42 seconds remain in the White Bear Lake power play. Vermillion gets to the face-off. And Hochbrunn will dump it in. I believe he's wearing the same number as he does for soccer. Pass in front, Mike Montgomery. Save Faust. White Bear Lake trying to get a last opportunity in this power play here.
Centennial Cougars, full strength.
Justin Fools shots deflected, and Centennial now full strength. Vermillion coming away with this one. Eagle shot. Ooh, just deflected and goes high into the net. So the event staff and services has to be pretty happy that it's been a pretty calm night as far as No violent activity or even tasteless chance for that matter. It's been pretty calm, but on the ice has been a different story as Centennial has just lit the lamp repeatedly here. A 5-0 lead. And a steal, pass in front. Palma trying to knock that one home. Here's Berggren. He's out of the box. Centering pass, Pendergrass. There's Tony Palma. We'll just call him D-Palm and T-Palm.
D-Palm. All right.
Jeff Pauling brings it in. And we'll have a penalty on Centennial. T-Palm touches up. And we're getting a slow filter of fans exiting. A little more breathing room as T-Palm hits the box. It'll be a 2-minute minor with 3:21 remaining. So third power play for White Bear Lake, second in this period.
2 minutes for hooking.
Palma 2 minutes for hooking.
13:39.
Puck being sent down. Cougars on the penalty kill. Icing is waved off. So far Centennial 2 of 2 on the penalty kill. Puck being brought in. There's Bonnie, his shot, wide right. Ryan Flynn trying to get a handle on the puck. And coming away with it is Rijar Anderson, his shot. Saved by Faust. Number of the shots going right into the breadbasket of Faust. He's done a good job either dropping it and covering up or just catching it in the glove. .59 seconds remain in the power play for White Bear. Nice moves. Getting all the way inside, and he's tripped up Olilla. As he's brought down, and we may see a penalty here on White Bear Lake, and I think we will, against David Grunn. Taking a look at this one. Olilla, some great moves. Tripped up from behind, hooked by David Grunn.
Minor penalty has been assessed to White Bear Lakes number 27, David Grunn, 2 minutes for hooking.
So we'll have a 4-on-4 here for about the next 42 seconds.
The Bears for hooking at 14:52.
Puck knocked away before Matt Greer. Zach Hansen bringing it in. Showcasing a little speed on the near side before getting checked into the boards. Anderson brings it in. Centering pass could not connect with Kyle Lukow. Or Lukow.
I think it's interchangeable.
Interchangeable parts. One of
Yes.
the things that made the American Revolution possible. I learned that from Mr. Eric Wall on our North Suburban Conference event staff.
1 minute remaining in the third.
It all comes full circle, kids. It's all about the circle. Circular things. Like hockey pucks. If you look at it from the top of it.
And rinks. Rinks are circular.
They are, and it's the wedding ring is the symbol of love and unity.
Yes.
Cannot be broken. Goes full circle. So true in life, isn't it?
Isn't it?
30 seconds remain. Cougars probably going to come away with this one. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This one is in the books. Greg Stutz should receive his third shutout in 3 games. Centennial White Lake content to run the clock out here. We'll count down the clock. It's a done deal. Cougars, victors over White Bear Lake. A great game by Centennial. Greg Stutz, 21 saves. He gets his third shutout. Goals being scored by Olilla, 2 by Ryan Flynn, 1 by R.J. Anderson, and 1 by Tom Gorowski. And the fans show their appreciation.
Indeed. In a game that was supposed to be a close match. Really turned out one-sided for Centennial. Definitely saying, well, we remember last year and not looking for a replay.
A little bit of vindication on the part of Centennial. Able to take out their rival, White Bear Lake. But these two teams most likely will meet again. There is the matter of the section playoffs.
There is.
Well, Centennial's next game will be December 11th at Edina. They'll play at the 13th at home versus YZ, on the 16th at home versus Coon Rapids. And on the 20th at home versus Rochester Mayo. They got a good home stretch after traveling to Edina. Well, let's take a look at the scoring summary for Centennial. In the first period, they had 1 goal. It was Tim Ornell scoring, assisted by Ben Olilla. Ryan Flynn in the second period scored, assisted by number 9, R.J. Anderson, and number 18, Travis Vermillion. Ryan Flynn scored again in the second period, assisted by Vermillion and Craig Henry. And then in the third period, R.J. Anderson scored unassisted, and Tom Gorowski assisted by number 9, R.J. Anderson, and number 16, Ben Olilla. And you know what that means. Combination of Gorowski and Olilla. Gorilla.
Gorilla, yes.
So a 5-0 victory for Centennial. It was a lot of fun, I can tell you that much. Crammed in here like sardines in a can, watching everybody now walk over our cables. That should do it here from Centennial Sports Arena. I'd like to thank the crew. James Magnuson, our director. On graphics, Mr. Squatch, Matt Waldron. Our fantastic camera work being done by Tom Cash, Stephen Ace Honan, and Katie Jo Lofgren. Stats by John Gilbertson. Replay and audio by Jessica, I believe Bongarts, and Jenny Peters. Also, Greg Doroshenko assisted us. Of course, announced by the one and only Matt Gilbertson and myself, of which there are, thank God, only one, Kenton Kipp.
Yes.
Be sure to catch highlights of this game and more Sports Den Thursday nights at 7 p.m. As the fans head for the exits, they can enjoy the evening knowing that Centennial won 5-0.
Yeah.
We can do the same.
I intend to.
Well, thanks for joining us for this broadcast. There's the authentic throwback jersey there. That's nice. For Matt Gilbertson and myself, Kenton Kipp, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.
The Minnesota Media Archive is brought to you by North Metro TV. Your support helps make the archive possible. If you like this video, please consider a one-time donation.